What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Los Blancos Fan TV. And Real Madrid have lost 2-1 to Manchester City, going out in the round of 16 of the Champions League for the second year in a row. That was a disappointing performance out there. And I don't usually say this, but today, Man City were just a better team. They really were. They took it away, especially in the second half. The way they moved the ball about. Real Madrid were just toothless in the second half. They had no ideas. Oh, it was just heartbreaking, I guess you could say. But Real Madrid won La Liga this year, but they have a long way to go before reaching the elite clubs of Europe. And Man City is one of those clubs. Real Madrid still got a long way to go. And yeah, at halftime you think, all right, just one more goal, but and then Varane obviously is giving away the two mistakes there. That's on the manager. That's on Varane. He had a horrible game today, and we've seen this from Varane without Sergio Ramos. We missed Sergio Ramos badly today, and Varane without Sergio Ramos just isn't the same player. Two mistakes again tonight. The first one, the press. I mean, you gotta know that City gonna press. I mean, you have to know they're a pressing team, and you just casual, complacent. Jesus intercepts, squares to Sterling. Sterling's got a whole entire goal to shoot at. And then you got a second mistake in the second half where, there's a little bit of pressure from Jesus, but, you're meant to be a experienced World Cup winner, 3 or 4 times Champions League winner, and that was a very simple thing to manage that situation, the bouncing ball. Instead, he tries to head it to Courtois, and Jesus, credit to him, it was a great pressure by him. It was a good finish by him as well, but that was really ended the tie right there. And after that, City just dominated the whole game. Possession, they're just a better footballing team. They really were. Other than that, in a 20-minute period in the first half for Real Madrid, where it was good, it really wasn't great. It really wasn't. It was started off so poorly, really poorly in the first half. I mean, it could have been more. It could have been more for Man City. It could have been 4s and 5s. It really could have, and it's a long way to go. It's a long way to go before Real Madrid get back to the top. That's the second year in a row that Real Madrid got knocked out in round 16. It was sound great. Real Madrid is supposed to be one of the elite clubs in Europe. I still have a long way to go. I mean, you look at, Hazard. It's supposed to be a big night for him, but again, didn't really affect the game that much. A couple touches here and there, but doesn't get on the ball enough. Benzema scored the goal. He was one of our better players tonight, I would say. There were some disappointing performances. Casemiro on the ball tonight, just giving the sort of sloppy stuff away. It wasn't great. It really wasn't. It's just, and especially now that with the whole coronavirus, there's no signings to be made either. If no signings are going to be made, then it's going to be a long year next season, I can tell you that. It's going to be a long year, because especially in the Champions League, we're not going to get anywhere. If, teams like Bayern Munich, you look at Man City tonight, Liverpool, one of the best teams in Europe. Those are 3 teams right there better than Real Madrid right now in Europe. Real Madrid needs to get to those levels, and if you can't invest in the summer, then it's gonna be the same story next season. It's gonna be the same thing. Raheem Thomas says, "I'll get bashed again for this, but my opinion hasn't changed. Zidane is the right coach for Real Madrid. Today proves it again. We had no game plan. The team looked so disjointed." Well, I have to agree with that. That I don't know what that was. The game plan out there tonight. Defensively, that was individual mistakes from Varane, but on the attack, what was the attack? What was the attack? There was no attack tonight. It was just Benzema trying to do stuff, trying to make runs from behind and stuff. In the past, it was just non-existent. There was no pattern. Look at the way City played. They didn't have all the possession in the world, but the way they take up territory, the way they move the ball about so quickly, they know every pass they're going to make. That's what I call a team that is coached properly. They are coached at T. That tonight, I don't know, just kind of relying on individuals, I feel like. I think that's what Zidane kind of does. I think he does rely on individuals to win games. I think, or a piece of luck to win them a game. You know, kind of even in La Liga, the last 8 games, how many penalties did Real Madrid score by? Only scoring 1 goal a game in those 11 games at the end of the season. You know, I don't know. Something needs to definitely be better on the coaching aspect of it. I would definitely do say so. Especially against Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is a top coach. Real Madrid needs to have a coach like that, top of the game, the best in Europe. And Zidane, he's won 3 Champions League though. We have to give him that. He has won 3 Champions League. But now that people are saying, oh, you can't do it with Ronaldo, you can't do it with Ronaldo. Well, maybe are they right? Well, I think that just the attack is maybe not good enough. I mean, Eden Hazard hasn't had the best of seasons, but then again, the coaching, there's no real, joint. There's no real unity in the attack. I would say definitely agree with that. This was just embarrassing. It was pretty the second half. Second half, the way City just dominated the game. I mean, at the end of the game, you're supposed to be pushing for a goal or something. There was none of it. City were just walking about, just passing it about very, very well. It was really bad. We missed Ramos. I had definitely agree with that. I have nothing to say, says RJS. Raheem Thomas says he took Rodrigo off. That was playing so well. And left Hazard. Hazard did nothing. I mean, the substitutions came too late. That's absolutely. Vinicius should have came on earlier. A bit of pace, because Kyle Walker out there was just, he's a fast guy. And Eden Hazard wasn't taking him on at all. He was not taking him on because he couldn't beat him for pace. So you bring on Vinicius for a bit of pace, a bit of an outlet, and maybe you get some more joy down there, Because Eden Hazard, he was drifting out wide, not enough centrally. We need to get Hazard in more central positions to link up the other people. He wasn't doing that enough. It was really, really not great. The midfield was far from the defense. It was bad. Bro, this is not the Real Madrid level performance. Mendy only mad back passes. Man, what was wrong with Varane? Unbelievable. He was unacceptable. That was horrible from Varane. The 2 of them, 2 mistakes, not 1, but 2 childish mistakes. Those are schoolboy mistakes. That one. I mean, you just had one of them games like David. It's like you look like David Luiz today. I mean, it was not good. The way he just, the first goal was just complacency. What? You not expect to be pressed or what? The second one, I mean, you're meant to be a World Cup winner, meant to be an experienced center back. I mean, that was not good. That was not good at all. And I'm a big fan of Varane. That was poor out there. Lots of poor performances out there. Courtois played well. Casemiro was poor. I mean, Hazard did nothing again for the expectations of Hazard I have is very, very high, but he's just not effective. He's just not effective at all. He doesn't affect games the way someone of his caliber should be doing at all. But this game just shows how far Real Madrid are from the top of Europe, from the elite teams. They really are far. And this summer is no investing. So I think it's been the same story next season. Once Real Madrid come up against a big boy, a big team, it's just gonna be end of. It really is. I mean, it could have been more than 2 or than for Man City. They could have scored a lot more goals than 2 goals. The way they pressed, Real Madrid caused them a lot of problems. Our defense, and they caused a lot of problems with their press. They really did. They created some good chances from that. They worked Courtois multiple times, and on the attack, you just had Benzema trying to carve out a shot here and there. It was, I don't know, it was not good at all. It wasn't good. It was not good. It's disappointing. It was not good enough, though. You have to be more competitive than that. You do have to be more competitive. It's the Champions League. And I know Real Madrid have been out for 3 weeks with resting or something like that since the last game. I know Man City haven't played in like 2 weeks, but still, you have to be more prepared than that. City, the second half for me was just the one that just, you know what, I'm like, really, like, you're supposed to you're supposed to be desperate for a goal. You're supposed to be going for it, and there was nothing. There was nothing. There was no. Did Ederson even do anything in the second half? Did he even have to make a save? I don't know. I don't think so. So needs to be more shots than that. It was poor in the second half, especially. That was the one for me. In the first half, at the end of the first half, you're like, okay, we can go into halftime. You're 1-1. One more goal to get back to the game, just to take it to extra time, possibly. But nope. It was horrible. Very, very good. That City team is a really good team. They're an example of what an elite team should be. And I mean, look, Zidane's not gonna get sacked. He's not gonna get sacked or anything like that. At least I don't think so. He's won La Liga. I think that was a priority for this season. But I'm worried for next season because no one's coming in. There's no players coming in. There's no signings in the summer. So it's gonna be a real struggle out there next season. It really is. Especially in the Champions League. I was thinking in the latter stage of the Champions League. I think it's gonna be the same story next season. The same story. But I mean, we move on. I guess the next season. Hopefully next season is a better season. I mean, hopefully Hazard actually becomes a real Hazard that we know of. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know, man. We gotta be something else next season that hopefully Asensio becomes good. I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough next season in the Champions League. Some person saying low all the time. How much YouTube says we are so bad. I mean, I am so mad. We were really, really bad. I have to agree with you. I mean, let me know your thoughts about like how far we are from the best in Europe. How far are we? How far are we from the elites of Europe? I would say. I think we're very, very, very far. I mean, yeah, but I mean that's fine. I'm not gonna say anything else other than that because, I have to hold my hands up and just say that. See, we're just a better team. That's all it was. They're just a better team. I mean, they really are. They're just a better team. They're better coached. The way they take up the territory. Even though they didn't have all the possession in the world in the first half, they still look more dangerous. They look like they're just about to score more. They have more intention. Real Madrid I didn't know when their next Real Madrid goal was going to come. I didn't feel like Real Madrid was score another one. Even though Real Madrid had to score more, I didn't feel like it was coming. That's a real problem. It is a real problem, and there needs to be investment definitely, but there won't be any investment. So next season, I'm afraid it might be the same unless Hazard, and some of the players out there really improve and get on their game. And Zidane at the highest level, some people are still questioning Zidane. They still are questioning him. This was an elite team right there, and in both games he didn't. The substitutions weren't good enough. In the first game he didn't start Cruz. In this game, the substitutions came on too late. Vinicius came on too late. But he even come on. I forgot. It just wasn't good enough. Amoche2 says honeymoon period's over. This is a reality check. Yes, it is a reality check. Even though we won La Liga, there's still a long way to go. Pathetic performance. This Kumar says what happened to Vinicius. He should have came in for Hazard at the 60th minute. Don't know why he didn't come. We seriously lack pace and dribbling in the final third. Benzema did nothing other than the goal. I would say Benzema was probably the most dangerous player out of the front three. The front three weren't good. Hazard was just not effective at all. He just does not affect games at all for Real Madrid, and I don't know why. It's a real worry. Zidane needs to get the best out of Hazard. He's not affecting games at all. At all. He's not affecting games at all. And Rodrigo, great assist from him, but I think we need a better right winger. I think we need a better right winger as well. I think we do. See how my message? I'm crying right now. Disgusting performance. It was so bad. I mean, the second half for me, as I said, second half was horrible. absolutely atrocious, man. City just took the piss out of Real Madrid. Absolutely, it was like school. It was like men against boys in the second half. Raheem Thomas says there will be investment. Perez only saying that's lower and risk and asking prices. I don't think there will be investment this summer. I think Real Madrid. I think some of the players take pay cuts. If there's pay cuts for the team, you can't go out there and invest in the market. You just can't. You can't do that. Barca will be better next season, and we will lose the league title. Why would Barca be better? Hopefully they're not, but I mean, it's gonna be competitive again next season for that title. It's gonna be competitive, but I'm looking for the Champions League. I'm looking for the Bayern Munichs and the Manchester Cities and the Liverpools. That's what I'm looking at. Those teams are ahead of us. They're way ahead. I'm talking way ahead. So there's a long way to go, but I would say for today, really the message is just that Real Madrid are far away from the best in Europe. Far, far away. And, yeah. Siab Ahmed says, the fat Belgian bastard was a scam. We really missed Capitan. I mean, everyone's hating on Hazard in it. But Ramos was missed. Rodrigo's a left winger, not a right winger, but yeah, agreed. Yeah, Rodrigo is definitely a left winger. I totally forget about that. He just always plays on the right. Always mix that up. But he's a good talent. But if Real Madrid want to be competing every single year, I'm talking like every year, you gotta have elite players out there. We need more elite players, especially on the wings. You know, we need Mbappe. We need winger that score goals. That's what we need. Disnesh Kumar says we need to use Jovic more to survive in the league next season. Otherwise, it will be difficult without any signings. We need Jovic badly. Jovic has got to get a run of games. Has to get a run of games. I mean, this season hardly played any minutes. For crying out loud, he's hardly played. We need to see Jovic definitely next season. He needs to play more. But the thing is, Zidane loves Benzema. He has his favorites, and Benzema's always gonna play, and when's Jovic gonna get his chances? You know, so we gotta look at both the team that needs investment, but also the manager. Both of them, we need to see both of them, the whole package. We need to take a look at and reflect on that. But that's it for today, guys. I mean, see, we're just a better team out there. But thanks for watching. Subscribe if you are new, and peace out. Yes, hopefully if we get a better next season. I guess hopefully we do better in the Champions League. Hopefully we win the league again, but we're still a long way to go until we get to the top of dominating Europe again.